Okay, welcome to today's 2-Minute Prophecy, continuing with our Proof or Doubt series, whether or not the Bible is true and Jesus is who he says he is. We've already gone through eyewitnesses, physical evidence, manuscripts, non-Christian historians, disciples' deaths, the Christian deaths, the Roman guards. Now it comes down to the Jewish rituals, the rituals that the Israelites went through when a body had died. They were very strict on what they had to do. And people like to say, well, maybe Jesus' body was just put in a different tomb, or it was a different body. Maybe somebody else died for him instead. And the thing about the Jewish rituals is they're so strict that there's no way they could have made a mistake on who Jesus was. He was beaten pretty badly. But before that, they knew who he was, and they knew who they were going to be beating. And as far as putting him in a specific tomb, exactly. They didn't just put him in any tomb. It was a rich man's tomb that donated it so that Jesus could be buried in it. There's no doubt about the fact that Jesus was a live person, and he died, and they put him in a tomb, and they knew exactly where he was and how he was clothed. So the Jewish rituals plays a part in circumstantial evidence of the proof of the validity of Christ. Now, we also have the word of mouth in the community. Anybody at any point in time during the 1st century and 2nd century could have said, no, I was there. These are all false claims. But nobody did that. Nobody stood up and said Jesus wasn't a real person. Nobody stood up and said that he didn't rise from the grave. Nobody was refuting that in the 1st century. Well, why not? And then as far as the word of mouth part, when they told stories and passed things on to each other, there were elders in their group that could have said, no, you're not getting your story right. And that's what happened in the 1st century, is that people were confirming what had been done, not saying, no, those things didn't happen. And that's your 2-Minute Prophecy.